The 21st of November, Rabbi Levitt, Pele, Yoetz.
Ezra Hashem. Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning, Alan.
Morning,
We're
Alan.
back, huh?
Okay. You're ready to go. Here comes Eliezer. Let's see where we are. Okay, so we got up to we were in the middle of Gaiva, arrogance.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so fine. Let's see. Um, okay, so I think we're up to page 126. A man should judge every person favorably.
Yes.
Okay, let's start from over there. Okay, we call upon Lou to start off.
A man should judge every person favorably, even if he sees with his own eyes and his heart clearly discerns that his friend, wife, or even his student and servant has sinned against him and acted inappropriately. It is fitting that he should not get angry, pained, or upset at all. But what should a living man complain? Each man for his sins. Behold, God told him to curse. A person must think, what difference does it make if such a person honors or dishonors him? Everything is vanity and futile pursuit. I don't get this sentence, each man for his sins.
Oh, so we have to look up that pasuk in Eicha.
Ah, okay.
And yeah, there's Gemara's on this as well, I remember. So Eicha. Eicha is Lamentations, what we laid on Tisha B'Av.
Right.
Megillah's Eicha. It's called the Megillah. We say well, Corey says a bracha. I'll make Megillah. So this is Eicha, chapter 3, verse 39. Also a very interesting pasuk before it as well. Mipi in pasuk Lamed Ches, it says Mipi Elyon lo teitzei haraos. From Hashem's mouth does not come out evil. Teitzei haros v'hatov. That's okay. That's another subject. We'll leave that one on the side. But it obviously must be related to the pasuk which is right after it. But that's our pasuk. Lamed Tes. Ma'yis onein Adam Chai. What does this word it onein mean? Lehit lonein. This is the infinitive. This means to complain, to say that things are not good. Ma'yis onein Adam Chai. What complaint can a man have? A man who is chai, as opposed to a man who is not. What do you mean? What do you mean, Adam chai? Obviously, people who are not living don't complain. Hopefully, they're very peaceful. Why are we adding over here Adam chai?
Maybe it means that a person who's not with Torah and living a Torah life is not living. He's in a world of gashmius, and he's dead to Yiddishkeit.
Where does it say that he's a Adam Chai, this person? How do we know that he's far away from Yiddishkeit? Aren't people who are
I'm sorry, just
aren't they alive?
yeah, sorry, all right.
But it's obvious that this word chai over here is very, very critical. It would seem to be totally superfluous. It's only coming to say darshuni, darshan me. Think about why it's here. And I think that one could say the reason why it's here is because if a person is chai, and that includes everybody who is chai, all of us, Baruch Hashem, are chai. We have life. A person that has life, he has one the $1 trillion lottery. He has just won it. And every single second that he has life, he wins it again. Now, if you just found out that you won the first $1 trillion lottery, and somebody came over you and insulted you, what would be your reaction? You wouldn't even pay any attention to him whatsoever. You'd be too busy. You would be too busy being happy that you won the $1 trillion lottery. That's what I would think. No?
Definitely.
Okay. Have a vote for this svara. So what is a person doing when he's complaining? What is he doing? Does he realize what he's doing? He just won the $1 trillion lottery. Why is he complaining about the fact that somebody insulted him? Why is he complaining about the fact that this didn't go the way it was supposed to go? It's not going the way it's supposed to go? It's not going the way that you like it to go? You don't like to win a $1 trillion lottery? I would like to win $1 trillion lottery. And the truth is that we have won $1 trillion lottery. Why? Because we are chai. We have chayim. There is no greater gift than that. Oh, you want to be very froom about it? You want to say there is something to complain about? Oh, okay. What do you got to complain about? Gever al chatov. Complain about the fact that we don't measure up to what it is that we're supposed to do. That we do sometimes things that we're not supposed to do. You want to start to complain about something, that's the first place to start. And that may even be, it's possible that may even be the reason why this thing that happened to us, that we don't like that it happened to us, that we're complaining about. So don't complain about the results. Complain about the roots. Why did David HaMelech why was he called an adulterer and a murderer by Shimon ben Gera, and mud and stones and dirty things thrown on him? David said, I know why. Hashem told him to curse. That's why David he wasn't insulted by what Shimei said to him or did to him. Okay. So that's this pasuk. As far as I see it. Okay. So then the Pele Yoetz continues. A person has to think when somebody dishonors him. He's supposed to think like this: what difference really does it make if he dishonors me? It's the same thing as if he honors me. Why? But what bothers us, generally speaking, when someone dishonors us? He did us a dishonor. It wasn't right that he should do that. So David is saying, if it happened, it obviously was right. But there's another thing. He impinged our honor. So on that, the Pele Yoetz brings a pasuk in Koheles. Hevel havolim akol hevel. That's what honor is. The honor that another person gives us, or the lack of honor that he shows us. What's the big deal? That is hevel havolim. Honor is really silly, because we all know the reason why that the guy gets honored at the yeshiva dinner is because the yeshiva wants to make money, and all the people that say nice things about him is because they want to do business with him, and it's all false in any case. But it is good because the yeshiva gets money, and everybody knows that that's what you got to do. But everybody knows that that's what it is. So why is he concerned about that somebody doesn't give him the honor? Because the honor itself is not true. Okay. At the same time, we have to say that we do feel good when somebody gives us this type of honor. Even if we think about it for a moment, it's all hevel havolim, but it does cause us to feel good. And in fact, it's a good thing that it causes us to feel good, because when we feel good about ourselves, generally, most people, if they feel good about themselves, it causes them to produce more and be more productive and more feel that they can accomplish more and endeavor to accomplish more in their endeavors. And that is no less so of Avodas Hashem. And so that's what we need to do. And so that's why, once again, didn't bring my sitter here, but everybody knows, we say it every month in the Birkas HaChodesh. We say, Tein Lanu Avas HaTorah v'Yira Shamayim. Okay, that's understandable that we ask Hashem for that. We should have that for this month. We want to have a love of Torah and fear of heaven. That doesn't need explanation, of course. But then we say Osher b'chavod. We ask Hashem that we get Osher b'chavod. So again, Osher, everybody can understand that. You need to have Osher, because otherwise you can't do what you need to do. But what do you need kavod for? Why are we asking for Osher b'kavod? Didn't we just got through saying that it's hevel havolim? So, yeah, that's a question. So my Rosh Kollel Shlita told us that in fact the kavod that we're asking for here is we're asking for that we should have a certain recognition of who we are and all the good things that we have within us from our close circle. That we need. We don't need that people in China jump up and down when they hear our name, but we need from our close from our family, from our friends, from our associates, the people that are closest to us. We need to have to be regarded in a way of that we're chashuv, that we are special people. And why? Exactly for this reason. Exactly for this reason. It's because we need to have that false covet in order to accomplish. Because if we don't have it, we'll feel that we're nothing and we won't be able to accomplish. And with that, we have answered the what he says over here, the Pele Yoetz. He says a person should think that he's nothing, and he doesn't. He's lowly in his eyes. He has minimal value. So to that, that's what he said at the bottom of page 125. And to that we say, well, if he understands so well that that covet is hevel havolim, and that people give him covet, it's hevel havolim. He doesn't need any such thing like that, and he recognizes that he does averas or that he doesn't measure up to what Hashem wants from him. If that helps him, empowers him in his avodas Hashem to endeavor to accomplish more, so then by all means, let him continue to think like that. And that's obviously what the Pele Yoetz is referring to. But if it doesn't do that for him, so then that's not the right approach. He has to take not that approach. But over here, just looking at what he says over here in this paragraph, he's saying this in order that a person, when somebody gets insulted, that he doesn't strike back and get angry and complain. And so that's one way of saying, of preventing him from doing all those things that are not good to do, not good things to do. That's one way of doing it. But if you have a different way of doing it, like Rabbi Miller, he says that just look at the person that it's coming from. The person is composed of many different parts, of all of the different parts of creation. Really, he's part of. And when you have someone who's complaining and he's insulting you, you know what part of the person it's coming from? It's coming from the part of the person that's a cockroach. And so Rav Miller says you wouldn't be insulted if you opened the door and you found 1,000 cockroaches over there and they were all berating you and insulting you and vilifying you. You would say, we gotta call the exterminator, get these cockroaches out of here. But you wouldn't care that they insulted you. So that's another way of accomplishing the job. That when we do get insulted, we take it with equanimity, and it doesn't affect us, and we don't get angry and we don't complain about it. So he's just giving one. He's giving one eitzah of how to do that. So if it works, good. But if it doesn't work, you don't have to use that method. It's not necessary to think about oneself in that way. Okay. And now we go to the next paragraph, and we go to Eliezer. Oh, we have to pull out the Hebrew. Yoetz.
Ulefi godel tovos hanelavim, because of the much goodness that that comes. Nimsa lefia emes, it comes because of the truth. Shetova gedola gamal imo chavero.
Yeah.
You have to type that because I'm confused.
Yeah, it's not, you have to see it, if you go a little further.
Okay. V'roy lismoach b'mavazim yoter min ha'mechabdin. You should be
Right.
happy with the people who insult you more than the people who honor you.
Right.
Rak lizos yitzta'er al asher chata chaveru v'gorim tsar upagam lamala. Because it's only that those the people in Ravazi who are bothered by the sin of your friends and cause suffering, and it's a pagam, a defect in heaven. L'chein yaseh gader ba'atzmo, you should build a fence around yourself. Kasher yuchal kadesh lo yahachtu imo lo yas risu kenegdo. You should not sin yourself, and you should not yasrisu. How would you type yasrisu?
Okay, v'imchotu, sorry, you're up to v'imchotu, yishtadel lo, no, that you're not up to there yet.
Line before that.
Ulachein. Okay, let's read it from the beginning. We'll get everything. Lefi God, he's talking about the how should we look at somebody who wrongs us, insults us, etc., etc. Lefi Godel toivas hadnel lovim nimsa, because it's because of the great tova that is found by someone who is nelovim, a person who has been insulted. There's a great tova that he is receiving, the insulted one. In fact, the truth of the matter is that it's a great goodness that this person who insulted him has given him. Okay, he doesn't explain what the great goodness is, but the great goodness is like the Gemara says, that he has the Gemara describes that he's a great individual for being taking it with equanimity, but I guess really the question is, why is it that is so? Why is it that there's such great praise for someone who takes insults with equanimity? Now,
How do you touch Gamal in that sentence?
Gamal to it like Gemilas Chesed. He's given him a kindness. He's bestowed upon this person a kindness. In truth, the person who insults his friend has given him a great kindness.
Because you have the chance to not respond, and it's the mitzvah to not respond to the insult that gives you that is the benefit. That's the benefit you get.
Okay, true. On the hotline, they say it's like he said, here, take a shower, take a nice hot shower with soap and shampoo. Somebody who takes a nice hot shower with soap and shampoo, he feels clean, he feels great. So that's but this is real soap and shampoo. This is spiritual soap and shampoo. Someone at least who takes it in this way. It's spiritual soap and shampoo. He has he's cleansed.
Mhm.
He's cleansed with this what happened to him. So so those are some reasons why it is that it's in fact a great kindness that the Pele Yoetz is saying that the person did this to him.
I
Okay, so
wonder
that's
if there isn't also a factor that if there's truth in his words when he insults you, and you rise above your natural tendency to respond in a negative way, and you take it to heart, then you get a benefit from the fact that you've received a constructive criticism.
okay, very good. Also, we're saying even if what the person it doesn't really what we're saying is true even if what the person is saying is totally false. We don't need to say that it's true in order for him to. The implication is, oh, and if it would not be true, he would have a right to lash out and defend himself and insult back the other person. No, that's not the point. Again, the point is that he's receiving this rebuke, and it's not an accident that he received this insult. It's not just something that the only reason that it happened is because that person expressed his free will and decided to insult me. Like David HaMelech says, Hashem Amar Lo. Hashem told Shimi to curse me. There's that recognition. But true. I mean, if there is something in what the person says, even if he says it in a see the thing is like this, something which is true that doesn't give that person a right to insult the other person with the truth.
Mhm.
And so that's what he's going to say later on. If this person who has received this insult, he says, first, then he says, Roy lismoach b'mavazim yosim min ha'mechabdim. It's really, for this reason, it's more appropriate to be happy with someone who insults him as opposed to someone who gives him honor. Rak lazos yitzta'er, but there is actually one thing that he who received the insult should feel pain about. What's that? Al asher chata chavero, on the fact that his friend has committed a sin in insulting him. Not allowed to insult another Jew. Not allowed to insult another person. The gorim tsar upagam lamala, and you know where the tsar has been caused? Lamala. There's pain and anguish that's been caused, and pagam and blemish, lamala, upstairs, because of these words that this person said to this other person. Oh, okay. So now we go to the sentence that we wanted to try to explain. Therefore, he should make a fence for himself, kasher yuchal, as much as he could, kedei shelo yechatu imo, so that other people do not do sins with him. Because when they're insulting him, they're doing a sin, and he doesn't want to be the cause of a person sinning. V'lo yasrisu kenegdoi. So now this word, you know You know what this word is, yasrisu? From the word tris. What's a tris?
Don't know.
A tris, everybody knows what a tris is.
The Tristram on the windows?
Yeah. What does a tris do?
It
It's-
protects?
Yeah, it protects, it shields against sun, against cold. It's a shield. A tris is a shield.
So how would you, so when it says below, yes, risu connecto, they should not be shielded from him, or you should not?
Yeah. So how does this work exactly? Also finding difficult how to put it into this sentence.
Okay.
Well, he's gonna explain in a minute what he means.
Okay, so we'll continue. V'im chatu, if the person sins, if you sin, yishtadel lahochachem estevarov, you have to examine your words or his words, nishmaim, that the words that you hear, yaseh ofanim, sheyavo lapaiso, and you should try and appease him to calm him down.
Yeah.
Vishtaknu et meuvasam lo yosifu lachato.
Okay. So
The idea
you
is
have-
to not cause the person is to not cause the person to sin again or to sin more.
right. So v'im chatu, if they are sinning against him, im chatu, if they're sinning against him by making light of him or by insulting him, etc. So ishtadel. So the insulted party should make a reasonable effort, do ishtadlus lahochicham, to admonish them about this, to give them tochacha about this. What's tochacha? Tochacha comes from the word lahochiach, which means to prove. You want to prove to them that they have done something which is improper, and that therefore they should not do it anymore. And this is all with one great big condition, which generally makes it impossible to do it. Im devorov nishmoim, if your words of admonishment and proof will be accepted.
Which of course they won't be, because they're making fun of you.
Well, at the time, I agree that it's not the time. At the time that they're doing what they're doing, they want to do what they want to do, and they're totally consumed by the Yetzer Hara, and that's not the time to give them musar. But maybe at another time, a different time, when you see them, you can very nicely and respectably point out to them that it's a very serious sin what you did, and it's not kedai for you to do such things, and it's probably very, very worthwhile for you to stop doing that to me. And if it's said like that, it's possible that they will accept it, and so therefore it would be something worth trying to do. Not at the time that they're in the middle of their insult, though. True, absolutely. So that's what he says. V'yasa afanim, and he should do different methods, often the different ways. Shiavo lefaiso, that he, in other words, the insulting party, should come to be mafias, the insulted party. The insulted party doesn't need to be Matthias, the insulter. Let's get it straight. The one who is insulting, he's the one that did the Avera. We're just, what he's saying though is an interesting point. He's saying that a person should accept the insult with equanimity. But at the same time, he is saying that since it is a grave sin what the person is doing, then we have an obligation to attempt to discourage the person from doing that to us in the future, and that to even encourage the person and find different ways to figure out how he could bring that person to come to be Matthias him, meaning to ask for forgiveness and to say he didn't really mean it, or whatever it is he's going to figure out to say. Whenever you want to be Matthias, whenever you want to appease another person for something that you did to them, you have to think about it and figure out what are you gonna say, how you're gonna go about this appeasement.
Yitaku es mavatsam.
S. Right. Oh, from the word tikkun, so that he will be metakein his iniquity. So that they will rectify their wrongdoing. V'lo yosifu lachto, and they won't continue to sin. Yeah.
Okay. V'akol b'seder no'eh b'ofen shelo tetzeh takala tzad rinon v'chilul Hashem chas v'sholom. And it's proper to try different ways that he will not continue to sin Hashem chas v'sholom. What's tzad rinun?
Yeah, what not sure what he means by that. In the translation here, he's translated that it should be done in a proper manner. The insulted party, how he should approach the person at some other time, so that there will not even be the slightest allegation of wrongdoing
Against him.
which I don't quite understand, because you do have to prove that he has done something which is wrong. That's why
But he's saying
gonna
how,
stop doing it, because you've shown him that what he's doing is wrong.
but it's how you tell that person has to be done properly. Because
Mhm.
you don't want to, when you're telling somebody that they did something wrong to you, you shouldn't be going and doing something wrong to them at the same time. That doesn't help the situation.
Of course,
So
yeah.
So
yeah.
what he's trying to say is that you need to find, the injured party needs to find the proper way to respond so that he doesn't continue the problem. And he's Matthias, he doesn't make the insulter angrier yet again. So he will
Right.
continue to insult him. Okay, you can't just go, if you've been insulted, you can't go yelling at that person saying you've been insulting me. You need to respond to him properly, so he will accept your response and take it to heart and act properly in the future.
Yeah, for example, if you rebuke him in public, then you're speaking Lashon Hara. So you're sinning. The injured party is now sinning in the process of giving the rebuke, and that's not going to work.
It will not be even the slightest. Everything must be done in a proper manner so that there will not be even the slightest allegation of wrongdoing. I think what he means to say is follows, that what the insulted party, he has to be very careful to do everything in a proper manner so no one should accuse him of wrongdoing.
Correct, correct.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so that's the point. And that's what you're saying, that you can't do it, you can't point out to him that he's done a sin in front of other people, and you can't yell at him, berate him, even though he did that, even though that's what he did to you. All these things would be that anybody who's watching this, not that there should be anybody there. Nobody should be there. But if there would be theoretically somebody there, he would say, "Oh, this person didn't do anything wrong." When he was rebuking him, he did nothing wrong. He did it in a very proper and in a proper way. That's the point over here.
The English phrase of two wrongs don't make a right.
Mhm.
Right. Just because he acted improperly to you, that doesn't give
You the right to do it back to him.
right. That's that would be equally improper. Okay. Good.
Continue.
Okay. Yeah, if you want.
Okay.
It's
The
good.
call-
When we read it in the Hebrew, we really work on it, and it comes out clear, I think.
I'm glad I can contribute.
I agree. I think it's much better. We should all get the Hebrew.
V'chol arum yaseh b'das yikalkel devarav v'mishpat l'fi mashahu adam u'lefi hamakum u'lefi tzorech shah. And any response should be done with the knowledge of the damage it could that you can damage with words in judgment, and it should you should be cognizant. I guess you should be cognizant that you're talking to another person and you're before Hashem, and it's the need of the moment. V'im tzorech mora yera ka'as ukpeda, and if you need teaching, you should you should worry about the anger and being overly sensitive about it. And your heart should be empty. Masav, all your actions should be done for the Shem Shemayim. Vashem lo Yamana Tov Lahochim V'Tamim. And Hashem should not prevent you from the good, and you should go in peace. I think that's close, but I'm not sure I got everything out of that one.
Okay, very well. So I see it's 11:31, so don't want to go past the allotted time. So we'll say Yasher Koyach to Eliezer.
By
All
the
right.
way, you reminded me that when I went and got my latest copy of Pele Yoetz, the rabbi that publishes it said he's working on a Hebrew English version, and he's hoping to have it within the year, and he's looking for sponsors.
Oh,
Told him I would pass that on to the shearer.
Okay,
okay. Very good.
all right. Have a good day, everybody.
So
Okay. take
Hey,
care.
everybody have a good day. All the best to Eliezer.